All right, what's up guys? So what I'm doing today is I'm going to be taking all the forms off of the concrete piers. So pretty much all the 2x4s that I have around there that were holding those sonotube in place. I'm gonna take all those out, kind of clean up the concrete around them, and then I'm gonna start setting my brackets for my 4x6s, which is hopefully gonna go quickly, but we'll see how it goes. But first things first, we're getting rid of those forms and getting this little work site cleaned up. Alright guys, so I'm going to address a few questions that I've been getting on TikTok and Instagram. Number one question I get is, why are you doing a pier and beam foundation versus a slab foundation? Pier and beam foundation, reason number one is we have the ability to maneuver our plumbing post foundation. So if we want to move our bathroom a foot to the left or the right, or add a different style shower, or maybe add an extra bathroom down the road, we can do that very easily with a pier and beam foundation versus a slab foundation. As soon as you pour that slab, everything is where everything is going to be for pretty much ever, unless you do a large undertaking. So that's why we like it. Two, it's easier for one person, two people to make a pier and beam foundation versus pouring a slab foundation. And also, if you want to add on down the road, it's a lot easier to add on to a pier and beam foundation. Second question, why are the piers furthest from the camera taller than the ones closest to the camera? When you're going down a grade, obviously the ground gets lower, so the piers get higher to compensate for that. So if you were to imagine to have a flat build site, obviously the piers would all be the same height out of the ground, but because we are on a hill, the piers get higher to compensate for the slope. Be real quick. Just need to hold this, see this line right here? Just need to hold that right over that line. Got it? I'll hold it one more time. You got it? All right, cool. All right, guys, so what I'm doing now is I'm measuring in 6 inches from the other side, because these are 12-inch sonotubes, and I'm just trying to get a center mark so I know where I want to drill the hole for my brackets. When you are drilling the holes for your bolts, you want to make sure you clean them out. I try to keep them as dust free from the beginning as possible. So if you have an air compressor with a blower or maybe a vacuum cleaner, just make sure you keep your drilled holes clean. So for this build, I'm going to use wedge bolts. I love these bolts. They're really easy to install and they're very secure, as well as I think there's zinc and stainless combined something, which gives them a really good durability against weather, corrosion, and all that stuff. The way they work is there's like a sleeve attached to the bottom of them. As you insert them and tighten down your nut and washer, it actually slides through the shaft and expands inside of the hole that you drilled in the concrete, so there's no way for it to come out unless your whole concrete block just blows up. So it's very secure and easy application, so that's what we're using for this build. So before I set the bracket, I'm going to mark the center line on my 4x6 bracket. This gives me a reference point so that when I set the bracket and lag it down, I have my center point on my bracket lined up with the center point on my pier, therefore ensuring that this bracket is in fact in the center of my pier, as well as that will be continued all the way down, ensuring that all my brackets are aligned with each other. So super easy, simple way to ensure you have a perfect straight line. Alright, so now that I have the brackets set, I am digging to the bottom of this bunk, obviously that's where they put it, to get my 4x6s out. And I will say, these 2x4s that I am taking off the top of this pile are the crappiest 2x4s I've seen in a long time. So unfortunately, I'm going to be lugging these back to the store because I am not going to be building with these things. They are horrible. So that's kind of a bummer. But anyway, we're getting down to the 4x6s. Hopefully they are in good shape and we can set them. Alright guys, I'm out here setting the beams for the pier and beam. All the piers are solid. Just lasered out all these brackets. We are looking pretty good. So if we take this and put it all the way across, come on baby, not bad. Let's see how we're looking. Let's see how we're looking. Don't make me look dumb here, Level. Don't make me look dumb. Oh, that's not great. That's not great. I might do a tiny little bit of shimming on that end. So we're about like a 16th from being perfectly level. But anyway, we're all right. We're close. We're close, and I'm happy with it. Let's get it. Alright guys, and that is a wrap, and I appreciate you stopping by and watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We are going to be framing the floor joists in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Stay motivated, stay blessed, stay excited, and we'll see you next time. Much love.